We're going to look at a couple of preventative measures to combat small hive beetle, ants, and just any vermin that are trying to get into your hive and disrupt it. There's a bee flying on the lens. That should be interesting. Alright, so our first one with the Flow Hive 2. If you've watched any of the videos, they probably would have explained it to you already. But in the back here, we've got our vents. So that creates airflow for the bees, one, but also it's an access point for, this is an oil tray. So what happens is your bees, they can't kill the small hive beetle. So what they'll do, they actually chase them down. You can see some here, there's a fair few in here actually. It's got all pollen in there as well and different things. Any of the bees' rubbish they'll get rid of will come down into here. The larvae will drop in here from the small hive beetle and die. But what this does is just catch it all, and then we can get rid of it, refill it, and it keeps the process going. Well, I only saw one or two in that inspection small hive beetle, so there's not a huge problem. I'll show you in a minute another preventative measure. We haven't used it yet because we haven't had to, because it hasn't been too bad. But we're going to empty this out, put some fresh stuff in, and then we'll put it back in. So this is our vegetable oil, just some cheap vegetable oil. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. All we want is a nice layer of it. If I can get it open. Cheap, but you'll see in the photos that it is effective. There was probably a small hive beetle in there, and their larvae was in there as well. So the bees have chased them down through the bottom vermin board and into our tray. So all we do is slide that back in again. We try and change that once a month. Alright, turn that off again. Now next one, gloves off for this one. So this is really to stop ants and things coming up from underneath into our hive. All it is, good old petroleum jelly. So all we do, a good scoopage, and we just wipe it over. You can already see we've done it. So once a month we do the oil, and we do this around the bottom because the ants they get stuck to it. Any other beetles, they get stuck to it. We could probably do this Vasoline probably a little bit more often, because in this heat it seems to go hard and then it's not as sticky. So it might be something to look at, just maybe doing it a little bit more. Right, that's that done. And we mentioned earlier about another product that we haven't used it yet. It's called the Guardian Hive Beetle. It's to stop hive beetles coming in. So you just put it on the front of your hive. Bees can still get in. You see these little holes? The hive beetles actually can't work out how to get over those holes. It really disorientates them. Stops them getting into the hive, because they come up into these little flutes here and they get lost, and it gives the bees a better chance of actually stopping them coming in. So if it happens to get worse in our hive, like a lot of hive beetle, we might try it out, but we thought we'd just get one to have on hand. It's not very expensive. On eBay you can get them as well, but Guardian to stop small hive beetle. We've looked at some other YouTube channels and they've found it pretty effective. So yeah, another way to keep those small hive beetles out. Anyway, that's the latest inspection. We hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully next time we're going to have a look and it's going to be full of bees. We can open it up, check it out, and hopefully we get our super on soon so they can start producing honey for us. Right, hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, and make sure you watch our videos. And you can see us on Instagram as well under Bee Nation.